Hello dear students, in continuation with our previous discussion, today we will discuss on concepts of functions, pointers. Let us try to understand what is the role of functions in case of C language. How do they help us? Basically, what is a function and how do we define a function, that we will try to understand first. A function in C can perform a particular task and supports the concept of modularity. A function is a self-contained block of statements that perform a coherent task of some kind. We have main as a function. Main is a function. Now, the syntax of function definition looks like this. A function has got a function name. Function works on a given values. The values are given in the parameter form. So here are the list of parameters that are passed to this function. Variable 1, and along with the variable I also need to mention what type of data it is going to hold. So data type variable 1, data type variable 2. We can have any number of function parameters, and this function does some operation. There is a function body and this is supposed to return something. So there would be a return statement here within the function body. There would be a return statement, and when it is returning a value, I should mention what type of value does the function return. That's why we write here return data type. The function may be calculating sum of two numbers, two integer values, and returning the sum, which is an integer value. Then I'll write here as int sum, maybe int a comma int b, and then return a plus b, or return c is equal to a plus b, return c. You can declare c here and then return c. So that's like one example. A function definition in C programming consists of a function header and a function body. Return type. A function may return a value. The return type is the data type of the value that the function returns. Some functions may perform the desired operation and may not return any value. Now when the function is not returning any value, it just performs and prints the value there itself or onto a file, but it is not returning to the calling function any value. Then in such case we need to write it as void. Function name, that is the actual name of the function. The function name and the parameter list together constitute the function signature. A parameter is like a placeholder. When a function is invoked, you pass a value to the parameter. This value is referred to as actual parameter or argument. The values what you mention in calling statement are not actual parameters, they are formal parameters. The values names what you mention in the function definition, in the function header, those are considered as actual parameters or arguments. The function body contains a collection of statements that define what the function does. Many number of loops calling another function. A function may have all the things. Now, what are the different types of functions in C? Like based on, we have these functions which take parameters, functions which don't take parameters, functions that return values, functions that doesn't return values. Combination of these things. So we may be having library function or user defined function. Library functions are those functions which are already available in the header files. You will be making use of like math function, you make use of square root function, sqrt, math header file we will include, and that functions we will make use. So we can say function with arguments but no return value, function with arguments and return value. Then we can have functions without argument but return value, functions without arguments and no return value. So these are all the possible types of functions I can be having in C language. Now, as what I was telling you, the calling statement passes some values and the called function receives those values. The parameters that are being passed can be passed basically in two ways. Either you may pass the name of the parameter, that means you are sending the value, or you may directly pass the address of the memory location of that parameter. So we have two types called as call by value and call by reference. If we pass values of variables to the function as parameters, such kind of function calling is known as call by value. Call by reference. Instead of passing the value of a variable, if we pass the address of the variable to the function, then it would become a call by reference. So again we will make use of the ampersand symbol in the calling statement, and because we are passing a address that need to be handled using a pointer, so that's the pointer concept comes again. So pointer, what is a pointer? A pointer is also a variable in case of C language. A pointer is a variable that stores memory address of another variable. A pointer is a variable that stores memory address of another variable. Like all other variables, it also has a name, has to be declared, and occupies some space in the memory. They enable us to access a variable that is defined outside a function. Now this is what happens, because the variable that I am passing is not actually defined in the function, but I am able to access it. How? Because that address is directly available to me. Now it's a very typical case I need to take care of. The address of the variable which is defined in the function, if I am passing it to some other function, what happens to it when this function gets closed? So that's a big complicated issue which need to be understood, right? Basically they enable us to access a variable that is defined outside a function. Pointers are more efficient in handling data tables and sometimes even arrays. Instead of sending multiple values, I will send the base address of the array. So that way it can access all the elements in the array. Instead of returning multiple values, now a function can return only one value. What should I do if I want to return more than one value? Then that array base address is written. They increase the execution speed. Pointers tend to reduce the length and complexity of a program. Use of pointers allows easy access to character strings. So the operations and how do we access the pointer values? Pointer, address operator. This ampersand is used for address operator, called as address operator, and this one generally we consider it as asterisk, but here it is called as valuate address operator or indirection operator. These two operators are used on pointers. When I say something like this, ampersand I within parenthesis and then putting a valuate address, that means valuate this address, returns the value stored at a particular address of variable I. If I simply said like this, now this will return only the address, returns the address of the variable, whereas this returns the value stored at this address. The difference you should clearly understand. Now example, one program, simple example thing, int star p. So here star p means what does this mean? Asterisk or valuate. So now the moment I use something like this, this is a pointer variable, which means that I am declaring a pointer variable which will point to the memory that can hold only integer values. P is going to store address of integer value, and size of the memory is 2 bytes obviously. Float q. Q is going to store address of floating value. Again the size of the memory is 2 bytes. The data type of the value of memory, memory which can hold that value, that is float. Whatever the address it is having, the value that can be held by that address memory location is given here. And character ch. ch is going to store address of a character variable again. So this way I can declare. I can have a pointer to a single variable, I can have a pointer to an array, I can have a pointer to a structure, I can have a pointer to a function, I can have a pointer to a union, I can have a pointer to a pointer also. So data type, asterisk, pointer type. This is how I define a pointer, declare a pointer. Null pointers, uninitialized pointers with random unknown values, just like any other variable type. Accidentally using a pointer containing a random address is one of the most frequent errors encountered when using pointers. So this we need to take care, and potentially one of the hardest to diagnose, because the error encountered are generally not repeatable. This care we need to take. One example program for swapping two integers using pointers.